This story is how I came to find my place in the world. It's how I came to find my own shape. This story is called Once Upon a Crumpled Napkin. In times dimly lit and hardly remembered, I used to live without a shape. That is to say, I knew not what shape was my shape. The people of circles and squares told me that I must be a circle, or surely I must be a square. And after repeated attempts to pound me into the proper shape, they went away, disdained that I could not be aligned. Through the years, there were many others. The triangles, hexagons, trapezoids, and so on. But to no avail. Then came the more esoteric and eclectic ones. The spoon-shaped people, the dusty carpet-shaped people, and the crumpled napkin-shaped ones. Each shape I would try on like a glass slipper, but alas, it was never my own. And each person, believing their shape was the correct one, pushed and pulled and twisted to try to fix me. And one by one, they faded away. And I was left with the belief that I was simply the wrong shape to fit into the worlds that they had made around me. But one day, I was speaking to a glass of water, and it shared with me its secret. It said, "What is the shape of water?" To which I replied, "Clearly you are glass-shaped." "Ah," said the water, "but if I am in a cup?" Then I pondered, "You would be cup-shaped." "Yes, but," it spoke patiently, "if I were a puddle." "Then you would be puddle-shaped." "And what is my shape when I just am?" I was appalled. "Then you would be U-shaped." "Yes," the water replied, "I am V-shaped, and so are you." And that was how I came to see my own form. And when you understand your own shape, it allows you to smile at the circle people and the square people when they try to push and pull. When you know your own form, you stop trying to fit into the shapes made for people who want to be the shapes of others. Many shapes are beautiful, and they lure the unconfident in. Many shapes are powerful or frightening or elite. They attract and corrupt, leaving the people always unsatisfied and feeling off balance. You are one with everything, indivisible and interconnected. But your shape is yours, and no one may take it from you. Know your shapes, my friends, for you are beautiful creatures, infinite and divine. And empowered with this knowledge, the world is yours. Okay, so I've blabbed on wonderfully, and now we have time for questions and answers, or is it? We've got about 5 minutes for questions and answers. So I will sit in my wonderfully damp seat.
How about answering questions?
Okie dokie. I'll do the answers or I do the questions. I'll ask you guys questions, but hanging out with me is kind of like riding on the outside of a roller coaster. It's terribly exciting, but it's a little bit risky. So if you want me to ask those questions, Miss Yagan, I will. Ask me some questions. I'm here. I'm weird. Let's be honest with it.
Jim, how do you like Greenville?
I love Greenville. The waterfall is what snagged me in the first place, but your darn charm. In the north, people will not speak to you the way they will here in the south. People, it's weird. I keep expecting them to ask me for money or steal my kidneys or something, and they just want to know stuff. They want to ask. The other day in a Big Lots, I was standing in line to get caffeine so that I could be here today. And a little girl behind me tugged on her mommy's pants, and she said, "Mommy, he looks weird." To To which I turned and said, "That's called proof in advertising."